Good morning, students. So today we have to study about the binomial nomenclature. So let's start with this topic. First of all, we must know what is the need or why there is a need of scientific name. The first reason that the common names are variable. It means the common names will vary from place to place and person to person and time to time. For example, a pumpkin. A pumpkin in local language, it is known as sitafal, somewhere it is known as kasifal, somewhere it is said as kumra, somewhere it is known as peta, and somewhere it is known as kaddu. So a single pumpkin has a variable number of names. Then this particular local names or the common names are confusing. Why confusing? Because if you are staying in a place where pumpkin is known as kumra and if you go to somewhere else where it is known as sitafal, so if you will ask for kumra, would they give you the pumpkin? No, because there it is known as sitafal. So in that way, the common names are confusing. Then the common names are not enough to indicate the species. For example, there is jungle crow and there is house crow. Okay, jungle crow can also come to house crow can also go to jungle, but they have different species. And this species is not identified by their common names, whether it is jungle crow or the house crow. Then what is scientific name? Scientific names are worldwide accepted. Okay, because just like IUPAC in chemistry, you must have studied International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. In the same manner, for the nomenclature of plants and animals, there are two international boards, that is International Union of Botanical Nomenclature known as IUBN and the International Union of Zoological Nomenclature that is known as IUZN. Okay, so these systems of nomenclature, they have the committee, they have the conferences through which whatever scientific name would be decided for a particular living organism would be worldwide accepted. So when it is worldwide accepted, the Homo sapiens will be known as Homo sapiens, humans will be known as Homo sapiens throughout the world. So in that way there will be no confusion, and when there is no confusion, the exchange of the knowledge from one part of the world to the other part will be very easy, or it will be very helpful in the research purposes also. Then binomial nomenclature. This system of nomenclature was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus, and Carolus Linnaeus is also known as father of taxonomy. In this nomenclature, there is two names for a particular plant or an animal, where the first name is the name of the genus and the second name is denoting the name of the species. Just see here, bi it means two, nomial it means name, nomenclature is the system of nomenclature. For example, the humans, we, our binomial nomenclature or our scientific name is what? Homo sapiens. So first name, this is the Homo. Homo is the name of the genus and the name sapiens is the name of the species. Okay, now we will see the rules for writing the binomial nomenclature. The first letter of the genus should always be capital. Just see here, the first name of the genus, that this is the genus name, the first letter is always capital, whereas the name of the species should start with the small letter. Okay, when we are handwriting or handwritten, either we can use all the block letters, and if you are not using all the block letters, in that situation the both names should be underlined separately, like Homo and then sapiens. Okay, so there should be a gap between the two lines. When printed, it should be printed in italics, like in your books, like here also. Here is some examples of binomial nomenclature of common plants and animals. So for P, it is known as Pisum sativum, onion, Allium cepa, mango, Mangifera indica, then wheat, Triticum aestivum, Balian, Ficus bengalis, okay, and soybean is known as Glycine max. Frog, Rana tigrina or Rana hexadactyla, cat, Felis domestica, dog, Canis familiaris, housefly, Musca domestica, cobra, Naja naja, common crab, that is fish, that is known as Cyprinus carpio. This is all for today. Your homework is to write down why we need a system of nomenclature, or why there is the need of scientific name. Then what is the importance or significance of scientific name? What do you mean by binomial nomenclature? And who introduced this system of nomenclature? Okay. Write down the rules for writing of scientific names and give 2 examples of binomial nomenclature of 2 plant and 2 animals. Thank you, class.